Lads and lasses, darlings and dears, your smoke mistress doth speak, lend-moi thine ears. Welcome back, once again. It is the SMRAT tournament. This is a loser's bracket match. Match 2. FenixDown23 versus Obsulete. Obsulete has taken the first battle. Okay, we might want to shoot that over to Dark. Thank you, Amadeus. Getting some echo thus far. And, oh, alrighty then. Fantastic. So, Phoenix will need to take this match to secure a game 3. Otherwise, we have our double elimination. So, this is what I am really looking forward to. Both runners have readied up. Dark is dropping the gate, and we've got a red fly cluster, a floating bubble, a googly crawler, and a diving owl bat in our hash today. And there's our countdown. In RaceBot, we shall be seeing them off just momentarily as we come to life. And in case it takes an additional second or two, enjoy a little drinking ASMR for a moment. The whistle has been wet. The gun has been shot. We have come to life, and we're off. Runners heading left as per usual, which happens in probably 90-something% of these races, I believe I've noticed. Oh. Down we go into the parlor. Pretty smooth descension. Not too many ledges crashed into. So eventually you'd think falling down all these giant heights and things, Samus might be screaming her head off and injuring herself at least a little bit, landing on these things. They are both absolutely awesome people. Amadeus and, ooh, check out the sudden sink. I mean, we've had a bit of a sink already, but that elevator was pretty spot on there. And our first item, what's it going to be? Oh, my favorite, space jump. My favorite to start off with. How come I hardly ever get space jump in any of the seeds I've been playing lately? It's always ice. Sometimes it's high jump. Anyway, this is a nice one, as they will not have to freeze the Rio in a certain spot. They will just be able to shoot it dead. Nice 3 shots, or leave it alone. Whichever they like, in the case of Obsulete. And there's a nice little morphing ball. Followed by the first pack of power bombs, so Billy Mays has opened up right away. As I always like to note, I like to get early power bombs too. So far, this is a bit of a dream seed for myself, or a traditional hundo runner. All right, don't let the gamer up and around there. Beat it on up the shaft. And Obsulete is the first into the invisible bridge room, crossing into Billy Mays, where we will locate a second pack of power bombs, opening the gauntlet. And our first E-Tank, making the gauntlet just a bit more feasible. Billy Mays M2. 1 and 0, my friends. 0 vanilla. Oh, both dropping in the water, but both able to make it out right quick with the help of that crouch jump, gaining them just a bit of extra height. Now, what will we find next? As that is the main attraction of these races. Random. Oh, Phoenix actually not going down to the construction zone. Perhaps feeling like taking a bit of a gamble, but Obsulete does, and locates E-Tank number 2. Zone M. And wouldn't you know it, E-Tank number 3. Well, number 2 for Phoenix, just there at the Blue Bryn power bombs. Healthy seeds so far, and we haven't even been back up to criteria. Oh, I do believe with you. I do believe I'm with you, fellas. I always love a game 3. To 3 and 0, and we will have another check that should be happening in this room, the Tor Ruins here, as Phoenix reaches it first, logically not having checked the construction zone item, gets the first pack of regular missiles. So, this is pretty nice so far. It may not be supers, but he won't be blocked off from anywhere. He'll be able to roll on up to BC, as I call it, Bomb Chozo, and knock on the door, and never mind knocking on the door. That's child's play. Just blow it open with 5 missiles. There's no doorbell. Phoenix is up the climb, having evaded about half of the 11 pirates, shooting the other half dead. It's always something with a take-all match to end off a round. I like... Oh, yet another tank. Tanks a lot, this seed. There's our first reverse tank, taking the count to 3 and 1 at Cavity Dental Plan missiles. Amadeus, one of the many not exactly ecstatic to see a reverse tank. But Obsolete, following in Phoenix's footsteps. I kind of like this. Their backgrounds, one is a bit more saturated on the stream, and the other is a bit more sharp, it seems. Like maybe not as bright with the background as Obsolete's, but it's a nice contrast. And Phoenix finds the first super pack indeed at BC, which it remains. No bombs there, regular or otherwise, power or otherwise. One of the few moments, rare moments, we see a pause on the criteria map coming out of Alcatraz there. Obsolete grabs the 4th energy tank and the first vanilla. As a matter of fact, 4-1-1. And his next stop will be to the back of Gauntlet to check out these items. We will have Grav, Suit, and Supers. And he sees, yes, this is worth going for. Phoenix, where are you going? Phoenix, where are you going? Phoenix, where are you going? Phoenix is going to the volcano first. I am saying first because I am certainly assuming and very much hoping he'll go to the Gauntlet. Again, as I have noted in previous races, he'll be able to knock out all 3 of these Alcoons with a single missile each, and he finds the X-ray scope. Nice. That's a nice thing to have, should charge and plasma come along, of course, and or ice, should you feel like doing a very particular Meridia trick. And the sort of thing that Samus equips in her helmet, I would have to figure, and so it extra piece of equipment that even if it doesn't get used very much, it won't unnecessarily weigh her down or impede her progress so very much. Obsolete, the first into the Gauntlet, lead now having shifted a bit as Phoenix just made a check that Obsolete did not, whereas back down in Blue Bryn it was vice versa. Both making their way, good, slow and steady. Obsolete with 2 more E-tanks at the moment. Actually, he made 2 additional checks that Phoenix did not. He's still in the lead by a couple of feet just now. There's another pack of missiles. Phoenix, actually, I just realized as well, made 2 checks that Obsulete did not. And he got the first pack of supers, but I believe we also saw of the gauntlet along with the graph suit. So, ooh, both taking a good little bit of acid damage there. Nice acid bath for a few brief seconds. And Obsulete shooting right to the left. He definitely wants that grav suit first, and who can blame him? He will get his first pack of supers here. This Phoenix will presumably get his second. Oh, okay. And relying on some nice, well-timed wall jumps to protect himself from the acid. Putting a power bomb in that little compartment of the second room. I like to drop a power bomb about halfway through, so by the time you get over there, it'll start exploding and blow out those illusory spikes in that last part of wall. Obsulete descends the tumbler, tanking the damage from every other pirate, and prematurely opens the gateway to Torian door, which I also agree with. Each time he's through the Mushroom Kingdom, as Phoenix is on down, grabs his grav suit and his second pack of supers. Another thing I appreciate about this, this rando logic, and as well with Total and Varia logic, is in addition to the cutscenes being removed, we have a little additional cutscene of the suit being put on. We don't have to sit through that for the couple additional seconds either. And Phoenix may have forgotten something here. He's heading back up. Oh, he realized he forgot to get the Terminator item, and oh my goodness. More ammo and Varia suit in the back of Ron Bopeel. Not to mention a vanilla reverse tank. Bryn reverse. Reseed. That takes our count to 4 and 2. Just more ammo there at early supers. Phoenix is heading on down. Mostly just regular missiles thus far, which is understandable. It's normally the way it goes in most seeds, and just as Obsulete reaches the bottom of the Ediconian jungle, Phoenix reaches the top. And yes, regular missiles at the early supers floor missiles, first Ron Popeil, and the early supers location itself, as we've got power bombs at the Edicune tank, and guess what? Yet more regular missiles at the Edicune supers. Obsulete is on down to one of the least favorite rooms of many in this tournament and in this entire community, the Deboost tutorial room, which is also part of the trapdoor room. And coming into the Edicunes, this room, which is actually also part of the main Green Bryn shaft, as if you yet another reverse tank. If you go back down all the way, where Obsulete was heading, and there's a little tunnel there you can bomb through and roll back through, and you'll be back out at the bottom of the shaft again, right there where Phoenix just was, which I find kind of interesting. Indeed, well, technically, Seb, speed... Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were referring to Varia. I read that wrong for a second. I was about to say Varia can be in Bubble Mountain, past that one little possibly forced hell run between the B-Tom Speedway and Bubble Mountain, if you have speed. But yes, drop in them logic bombs. Much appreciated. And more power bombs, big pink mid missiles, and I neglected to mention, third reverse tank at Edicune's PBs. So, our count is 4 and 3, as Obsulete locates a spacer beam. Nice thing to have, while Plasma has not come along and shown its sweet face yet. And he tank number 5 charge. This continues to be a healthy one. This seed does not want them to perish. This Phoenix also is equipped with both suits, and this is why Dark is tracking, because I would be lost right now at this point. As I'm commentating, I'm scribbling the tank locations down on a pad of paper. I would not be able to do the actual real tracking as well. Oh, that's a wonderful question, PPF. Thank you very much for asking that question. Rather than admit I'm unfamiliar with Federation Force, I will deftly skirt the question. And Phoenix has gotten to the bottom of Lombard Street, aka Big Pink, claimed his own spacer. Obsulete is through to Spospo's back door. My welcome indeed. Finds Vanilla Supers, which turns out to be that location quite a bit. Actually, busting in on the back of Spore Spawn yet again. What did that Spospo ever do to these this bounty hunter? Is what I want to know. But we find E-Tank 6 at the Green Hill Zone, bringing our count to 6 and 3. As Obsulete is going to have a look at the Wave Gate room here, with the giant hopper and its two little hopper buddies. A location Phoenix has opted to pass up for now, which I understand. I don't like to try that unless I have Wave, of course. W-A Heart E, or O, or high jump, but Obsulete is handsomely rewarded for it, locating the speed booster, or as Phoenix would call it, I believe, if he were in chat, the Beats booster. Phoenix is the first making the play on over to X-Ray. Yes, this is looking better and better for Obsulete thus far. Not sure Phoenix actually went over to Mission Impossible either. He's looks like he's taking a few gambles and skipping some locations because he thinks that might pay off and give him a possible edge to win, but it may not be paying off so very much. Well, in that case, there's our fourth and final reverse tank already. The last reverse tank, ladies and gentlemen, is in captivity. The runners are at peace at Mission Impossible, as Phoenix finds nothing more than supers over at X-Ray. And even if not having the Varia suit, has plenty of energy to burn. Oh, Amadeus is calling. Oh, making a cruel call indeed. Calling Wave Exacto. Oh dear. Oh, golly gee. Well, Obsulete has made way to the new bridge. Phoenix is taking a lead right now, albeit with fewer items, and reaches the Spacer location, where he will grab another pack of supers. Obsulete takes a moment to decide whether to go up or down. He has collected speed, so up, often in this case, seems like a more logical choice. He places that power bomb just at the right spot to wipe out all 4 rippers and open the ceiling block, which he gets through with no problem. He can clear every location in Wrecked Ship, as well as every location in the game, as a matter of fact, should they take that path. He's out of power bombs, but that's okay, the zeros will replenish them. And Phoenix will be the first into Kraid's lair. That is an excellent point, AX. If Shaq didn't want to die, he'd move faster. And oh, nom 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 nom. Phoenix enters the party zone, puts away puts away all 4 key hunters with a missile each. Gets supers at the Kraid missiles. Obsulete finds regular missiles at the Alpha PBs and supers behind them. LJ is correct. Every Vile Plume / Samus Eater in that room, at least the Power Plumes. Although he did not get nommed in the Hellway, so that's a win. And Phoenix is through the Piracy Prison, through the corpse, into Obsulete, taking time to stop and smell the flowers. A wonderful practice for us all. And knocks out all 3 giant hoppers with 1 double-hitting power bomb. Nicely done, gets more supers for it, and Phoenix will be taking our first boss and largest entity in the game, the Kraidmeister, to prom. Kraid is reluctant to open his yap. But when he does, Phoenix punishes him for it, telling him, "You sit down, the dance is over." Obsulete, meanwhile, has floated back on up to the drawbridge, re-entered inner-outer criteria, as Phoenix gets another pack of supers from Kraid. And Obsulete opens the door to the moat, prematurely, but he is heading back first. Looks like he is going to grab a refill at the ship, and that is a good call. Or no, he is not just yet. He's going to the volcano first. Yes. Kraid tries to speak. Ammunition gets pumped into his mouth. I would hate to have that happen. Obsulete gets his own X-ray scope. It's arguably a better time to make that check. Now having speed, not having it take nearly as long, as Kraid is also hiding what Phoenix reveals to be the Smoke Mistress's favorite item, the Smoky Beam. It's Phoenix, wonderful lad he is, has Smokey validated his run. Okay, I tried to type Ohio in there too, but perhaps I misspelled it. Alright, so I presume that location will be checked eventually by Obsulete as well. Amadeus, no shack tool to be seen wielding a wave beam today. Phoenix is next destination is into the high jump area. He knocks out the Nova nice and easy and quick with the wave beam, and opens the door right away. Just ammunition in the high jump area. 2 missile packs and a super. Obsulete will be taking a peek at the ocean item after... and he validates in the other direction. Is rewarded with Spling Ball. Summer Ball. I believe the moat item was just more ammo. Someone may be able to confirm that for me. We are 22 action-packed minutes in, my friends. What will we have at Croc Escape? More supers. Okay, thank you, Darkrid. Confirming his missiles for me at the mode item. And Obsulete will be the first into the wrecked ship. Check out the dead wrecked ship item over here to the west. It's vanilla. It's vanilla missiles. Boring. Okay, Phoenix is the first into the cathedral. Next, he is not making a play on the wave area, or I'm sorry, he is not making a play on the ice area yet. He just finds more boring vanilla missiles in the cathedral lava. Missiles that probably don't work after being buried under a pit of lava for this long. But Obsulete has hopped into a Fantoon fight. A wild elephant ghost appears, as Phoenix finds the 7th E-Tank at the Bubble Mountain missiles. Taking our count to 7 and 4, he does not want it for now. He's simply going to gate glitch the intended way, drop on down, and pay a visit on a certain 8-eyed monster. Or so it would appear. We cannot make that assumption straight out, as we have been fooled by that before, but he opens the door and drops on in. And we've got a mini-boss fight versus an actual boss fight, even though this mini-boss is even larger than the boss is. And the same music is being played on both. Go and figure. As Phoenix pushes Croc back towards the edge. Oh, Croc eating 3 of those supers without actually eating them. But Obsulete puts Fantoon away with 1 more super. Nicely done. As Phoenix sends Croc back over the plank. And unlike Mario with Bowser, doesn't even have to grab the axe and cut that bridge. Just finds more power bombs behind Croc, is not interested in them. Already has his Metroid crushing 15 power bombs max. I do not disagree, Dargrid. That was a very nicely executed battle indeed. Okay, Obsulete's next stop will be the reactor room, as is normally the case. Most often the case. As Phoenix's, logically, with the help of Space Jump, will be the Croc Power Bombs. Obsulete is rewarded, or not so rewarded, with just missiles, as Phoenix gets another E-Tank that he wants, taking our total to 8 and 4. Once again, healthy seed. And West Side Supers is also just missiles. How non-vanilla and yet still boring. Hey, Phoenix is going to take a jaunt into the cosign room. He is not equipped with speed booster, so he will not be able to do that spark over to the item or back out. Hello, Vernon. Good evening. Lovely to have you as always. So Phoenix will drop into the pantry. Obsulete takes a little stroll into Sponge Bath. Says hello to a bowl. Pushes it aside with a spazer shot. Phoenix getting some more supers at Indiana Jones. As Obsulete is through the spiky death room, is into the electric death room, which is not nearly as dangerous, but if you take too much damage from those spikes and sands beforehand while still surviving, the electricity might just do you in. Hence, just supers at Wreck Chip E-Tank, and that is not what Obsulete wanted to see. He resets. That'll put him right back where he was at the Wreck Chip save station. And Croc, not really. It had an E-Tank, but otherwise just ammo, it would seem. So, Phoenix, unfortunately, thus far in this race, getting sort of punished for his decisions, not exactly making the most fortunate calls. Obsulete has reached the attic. Ooh, a nice little morph there to evade the grounded Key Hunter's saliva. Oh, he will have 2 additional flying Key Hunters and 4 atomics to dispose of in the attic, as always, before he can get these doors open. Phoenix pauses to rest up, take a small breather, and do some farming. Samus Aran had a farm, R-A-N-D-O. And on that farm she had some gametes, H-U-N-D-O. With a health drop here and a missile drop. Just missiles over at the nuclear hub, Wreck Chip attic. So that's gonna send Obsulete back the other way through the attic. Needs to kill just nothing this time, but still will shoot the Key Hunter a couple. Takes a bit of damage, but gets on through with some handy iframes. And Phoenix. Oh, Phoenix is seizing the opportunity. He is heading straight down. Should this work out, he is going to save some good time with this. I don't know if I would do it. He might be in a bit of trouble here. 6 E-tanks and at least 1 reverse, but yet even so, no plasma and no screw attack. Not the safest situation to be in heading into Lower Norfair. Obsulete, meanwhile, is back outside to Crateria, checks the sky-high altitude, just gets missiles there. Oh, but at the crater maze, is fortunate enough to find the ticklish beam, the farming beam, the grappling beam. Phoenix reaches the Hell Hall, goes right. I was expecting no different. Although, as previously noted, they got space jump first item, so had he desired to go left, nothing would be stopping him. And he will need to blow out these pillars with power bombs. First power bomb will take out the first 4 of them, and the other will remove the additional 3 as he weaves around the Puromies and enters worst room in the game. Obsulete goes bowling in the meantime. Relatively early on, still wants to see if a few more checks could be in order. Still a number of things he has yet to locate. And doing the anti-Ashter, one might say. Going wreck ship early really increases the probability you're going to check all of these items, with more than likely not much in your arsenal just yet. Phoenix taking quite a good little bit of damage there from the Namahe Flames and the Pirates. Lucky thing he has both suits on. He is down to 491 health plus. And he's going to make an SMRAT check. Yay! Yay for us, the SMRAT community. He's going to find E-Tank number 9. And he's going to grab it. Nice, making up all that damage he took over in Worst Room, taking our count to 9 and 4. And Obsulete finds the item that Phoenix would love to have right now. Screw attack. Okay, Phoenix performs the stalactite hugging method of traversing amphitheater, airborne. Method I used to subscribe to, but no longer do. I hug the left side wall at first and then go straight across, as I found the stalactite hugging method, which I have probably stated in previous commentaries, results in a little too much risk, I feel, of losing your space jump. So Obsulete is heading back down the east wing of the Red Tower. He's already been through these rooms. Phoenix is through Santo Poco, saying a quick little hello to the 3 amigos. Drops into Wasteland, has that first indestructible Chozo bird statue. But, not the one in the middle just here. He will have a look at the Power Bombs of Shame item. It's Bombs of Shame! Well, I don't consider that too shameful. That'll prevent him from soft blocking a number of spots if that was a danger earlier. 15 power bombs max probably wouldn't have been a danger, but even so. Bombs are good for additional purposes as well. Obsulete is interested in no more ammo at this point. Or at least none more that's a little further out of his grasp as that one was at X-Ray. Charge has not been found yet either, so we'll see how the runners go about handling that. Phoenix takes on the Dojo Pirates and puts them out of commission with little worry. Runs through the lava in the Plower House. It's a fast strategy. Goes right to the Ghidorah. Opens and without grapple. We'll have to do slow method of farming here. I figure he'll be here for a bit. He had just 15 supers coming in. Now he's farmed up to 17 thus far, so I expect he's going to stop and take another little break. Obsulete has reached Spazer and collects those supers as they are well within his grasp. And using that very item to get back out of here. The Spazer Beam. Knock out those blocks. Of course, had he been to Crate already and had Wave, he would have had to use fewer shots. Not that he doesn't know that. And Crate will indeed be his next stop. As Phoenix, switching farming spots. Guess that soil was just about done. And so he's moving over to the next row with his hoe, with his trowel, with his other gardening tools. Obsulete skips the supers at Crate missiles. Exactly, LJ. Needs to plant more legumes. That's quite a bit of Zebos that Phoenix is farming that are giving him a big fat nothing. I believe the Zebos have about a 40%, yes they do, a 40% chance of dropping you supers. But they also have a decent chance of dropping you nothing. That, well, not actually according to the enemy's chart, but they clearly have been dropping him nothings. But he has run on into Ridley's room. He's dropped on into the Pelican Dragon. Pterodactyl thingy. And we've got dual boss fights. It's Obsulete taking on the one Phoenix has fought yet already, and Phoenix fighting the last intended boss. Oh, Burnin pointing out for us YOLO at 32 supers. Or as I like to say when playing video games, sometimes YOLT. Sometimes YOLT. Sometimes, if you're especially persistent and don't want to give up, sometimes YOLF. Or YOLS. Or YOL. I said corrected, Frey Guy. You only YOLO once. But Phoenix will only find charge once, which was behind the Riddler. So Ridley, once again, holding the goods, as he has been in many matches thus far this tournament. A number of seeds. I know we have all seen high jump a number of times. We have all seen charge a number of times. Bombs a number of times, too. Yep. Burnin echoing my sentiments exactly. Well, it's not always. Just a lot. It's a similar reason to why gravity so often, not this time, but so often shows up somewhere in the wrecked ship. Obsulete is about to smoky validate his run. And he does it. Okay. Perhaps I needed to capitalize a couple of those letters in there. But yes, that's going to bring Obsulete back and on down to Norfair. He is going to head over to the Ice Palace and bonk and bang Samus's poor delicate kneecap into that piping block. Ouch. Phoenix's next check will be the Fire Fleas. He will get just plain lousy missiles. But one thing to keep in mind, he collected X-Ray early on. He now has Obsulete finds and picks up his 7th E-Tank, our 10th total, at the Ice Vanilla spot, taking our total to 10 and 4. And Phoenix is going to grab a look at the PBs in jail, which are PBs in jail. Chad's speed was at the wave gate, just past the big hopper and two little hoppers. Two little baby hoppers. And Obsulete is also going to take a peek at the crumble shaft item as Phoenix finds just more vanilla crap. Just plain old Alcoon missiles at Alcoon missiles. How boring. So neither of these runners being particularly rewarded with these extracurricular checks they are making. But Phoenix has... Oh! Phoenix, be careful! Okay, and he... Okay, he's out. Phoenix has taken down the Pelican Dragon Pterodactyl. He is out of Norfair. Obsulete also gets the early Nova shot in the high jump location. Pops the door back open. Now, we will see Phoenix making a couple of Bauble Mountain checks. At least a couple. He already saw that there was an E-tank at the Bubble Mountain missiles at the bottom right. More vanilla missile. Wave missiles. Easily the most vanilla thing to show up in the game most often. And E-tank number 11 at wave. Obsulete, once again, not interested in measly ammo, such as missiles. He is taking the unintended way to get out of the pre-high jump can-can room. He is also grabbing a look at the croc escape item to see as it's just supers. Now, will we see Phoenix go and have a look at next? He is foregoing the speed. At least for now, he is going for the Norfair area, where he will find Ice Beam. That's nice. That's... Oh, good observation. Observing Obs doing the can-can in there. Well, yes, Chad, good point. Phoenix probably looking for speed or ice to finish the game, and he has just located one of those. He is grabbing a save. Interesting. Oh, I see, because he wants to go through... He wants to do the new tech. So in case anyone in chat has not seen this before, check it out. What he's going to do is aim diagonally upwards with the wave beam, shoot out a bunch of garbage blocks off screen. Phoenix, you want to be standing beside them, not exactly. Okay, it's fine. So he can do it that way as well, and he will be able to clip through the blocks, collect the B-bombs, but get through that room from right to left without speed, which is the only direction you can do it. Much like glitching green gates, only right to left. And my apologies for my bit of panic there. I wasn't aware you could also crouch on that block and do it that way. That's absolutely. Make sure you do not freeze a B-tom in there. And that, of course, would be why he grabbed the save beforehand. That trick can be screwed up. If you stop moving at any time or freeze one of the B-toms, you'll get stuck and immediately soft block. There is nothing you can do about it, so very good practice to grab a save beforehand. Yeah, neither was I, as I just stated. Just more ammo and speed, so Phoenix missed nothing by passing up that check. And more vanilla ammo at Main Street Missiles. More vanilla ammo yet at Sizer Supers. And he's going to climb to the top of Main Street. It's kind of interesting. Not a way we see a lot of runners go. But he wants to space jump across the peak of Everest this away. And that'll bring him into the Crabratory. He is... Oh! Nicely avoids the Sizer on the way up that narrow shaft. Oh, an Obsulete! Oh, with one of the maximum points of BS in the game. Clips through the Kamer. It is a thing. It does happen. You saw it here. Maybe not first, but you saw it here. Ooh. Oh, those clips are frustrating. And Phoenix making successful entry into the aqueduct. He climbs to Botwoon. He climbs to the mock droids first. He will then sidle over to Botwoon. And he, without speed, he's gonna have to do the ice clip. And gets it. Oh, nice second try. As Obsulete has taken a few more item checks, and let's see, sees the E-Tank over at lower right. We'll see if he pays a visit on our pal Croc, and it's looking like it. This could work out very good for Phoenix. Phoenix, of course, already went to Croc, found nothing but an E-Tank and more ammo, and if Obsulete makes all of those same checks, Phoenix will be bought some valuable time he will need to make up. Oh, Shala entering the chat, and with a bit of salt, spewing a tiny bit of venom there. Never bet on Croc and rat seeds. Now, I know a number of individuals who would beg to differ, but I just work here. Oh, that is absolutely true. I saw that race. Croc didn't. Oh, Phoenix attempting to skip those missiles with a bomb, but couldn't quite get over. Obsulete will find nothing but a PB pack over here. We'll see. You flatten me, sir. You make me flush. I'm sorry, the words came out of my mouth and, well, I don't know why this bathroom gets better internet connection than the rest of the house, but words were out of my mouth, and before I knew it, just did it. Okay, so Phoenix is, the Botwoon hallway is through the Coliseum, finds only supers at the Precious Room, Previous Room, and enters his third boss. Obsulete is indeed heading on down into the pantry. It looks like he is going to make all of these checks. Phoenix could still be in this thing. It was looking like he might be out of it for a while. To myself. But no indeed. Obsulete is up to 45 supers, max capacity, 14 in his arsenal at the moment, and wouldn't you know it, Phoenix is in the exact same situation. Well, not anymore. But he's using the ammo on Dragon at the moment. He has neither grapple nor speed, and nor plasma, unfortunately. So that's truly a shame. He might still be able to microwave Fantoon, depending on where plasma shows up. But, yeah, I would agree with you, Dark. Made up some time there, and some more without even realizing it or trying to, when Obsulete went to Croc, who is probably now regretting that play. And I was just about to say, Dragon's tummy is looking pretty red, and she is down. Phoenix, very impatient for the Evers to bury their mother, or whatever she is, and just shooting at the door. Open already, open, dang ya, open. And just finds supers for it. I might have actually taken them, he only has one super left. Well, maybe he's not fully aware of that just now, and I don't think Obsulete meant to do he did the Nutella refill. Oh, if you don't have a jump ready and the door transition gets you, that Nutella refill will get you too. You just land right in front of it, and if you're not at absolute maximum health, whether you want to or not, click. Oh yes, Shala. I'm pretty sure you mean Ridley and Dragon. That was obviously what you meant. But yes, he does. Phoenix has pulled ahead quite a bit. He's looked like he took some unlucky or unfortunate routing before, but going down to Lower Norfair was the play. Yeah, and even though Obsulete found speed early, which Phoenix did not. So Phoenix might lose some time towards the end to not having speed, but yeah, he just needs to head over to the wrecked ship right now, and that's that. Obsulete drops down into Burning Man and heads straight right, not bothering with GT Screw. And speaking of Screw, just no trouble at all with the pillars, nothing with Worst Room, making Worst Room into a joke. The joke that it is so often compared to, with the help of all these items. It's... Oh! Oh, burn. Burn, burn. Zing. Shots fired. Well, anyway, Obsulete. He is not vodka, Smokey. Stop doing that. You did it last time, too. Obsulete, finding only the same E-tank. And not collecting it. But yes, also a good point pointed out there. A good point pointed out there. Obsulete went through and checked the entirety of wrecked ship, whereas Phoenix will have to check nothing. He might elect to make a few checks if he wants some additional ammo, but he has charge, he has a good amount of ammo. He might drop by the ship for a refill. I wouldn't blame him in the slightest for that. That's the only reason I know Obsulete is vodka is because it's Swedish. I don't drink any alcohol, any form of alcohol myself, so... But I do know things that are Swedish, and... Oh, Phoenix just realizing that he has run out of supers, unfortunately. And, well, he used that last one to open the green door to the wrecked ship, so one thing he could have done is enter the wrecked ship, come back out, and then farm that Ripper. As many times as he wanted, as a matter of fact. But... No, he's just going to, grab a few... Come on back. As Obsulete gets his regular bombs. Makes a nice clip through the sand, down the wasteland, into the dojo. We'll see if the dojo pirates give him any... Oh, they, well, that first one did. It gave him a nice kick in the face. For, only 25 damage, but... Phoenix has reached the basement, or the bilge, as I refer to it. Reaches his 4th Ghidorah. 4th of G4 bosses. Last of those, but not last Ghidorah. Funnily enough. The eye doors that if you do not shoot them immediately will apparently start crying tears at you. Almost harmless tears, but even so. Good catch. Obsulete also has a fair bit of super farming to do. He does not have charge, and we know why. The poor lad, he does not know why, but will realize it soon enough. And Plasma never did show up. Phoenix is fighting Phantoon the old-fashioned way. Were this me, I would turn off Ice and Spazer and work on my X-Factors. But, yeah. More reasons not to go to wrecked ship early. Really? Shala dropping looks like a little obscure knowledge bomb on us. If you kill the Ghidoras without killing their tiers, then wait around for a minute or two, it crashes your game. That's fascinating. That's something I will have to not try, but will certainly take your word for it. And Phoenix puts down his fourth boss. The elephant ghost is gone, the wrecked ship has come to life. Could hardly have put it better myself, Lamayan. Yes. Most likely flames rather than tears. But yeah, oh, Phoenix is making a check there. He's checking the wrecked ship Westside Supers. Just finds missiles there. Oh, and he's checking the dead... Oh! Rare appearance of the other spiky room of death in action. You actually not dormant here. Normally we see that checked when runners first come in and the wrecked ship is dead, and those there are no Xans there, and the spikes won't do you any harm. But nothing to worry about either way. More interesting arcane knowledge about the game. I wonder if that's also the kind of thing you can eventually get around or manipulate a little faster by pressing, holding, or spamming one of the buttons. But Obsulete has entered his third boss. And once again, the Pelican, Dragon, Pterodactyl, Uzumawachits, which picks him up and then explodes all over Samus, which can't be pleasant, let's face it. Phoenix is going to grab a refill. Relatively easy prediction to make, as Obsulete didn't know if he really had it in him to do that many more item checks and pick up that much more ammo. Okay, that's all that's left for Phoenix now, is Torian. A speedless Torian. He will unfortunately not be able to call his run a speed run, but he will be happy to realize, if he goes and watches this back, that this was, by this point, essentially his race to lose. Hey, Obsulete is back through the Dojo Pirates, needs no longer to bother with them, as Phoenix is running through different pirates, Tumbler Pirates, Green Pirates, R80, and Phoenix is down the G4 elevator. Frivolous Bliss making an appearance. Always nice to see as well. And Obsulete knocking out one of those miniature statue heads with just Screw Attack, my preferred method also. As Phoenix making quick work of the Metroids one by one. Obsulete also with Ice Beam, so neither of them going to have to worry about PB count. It's reaching the Metroids, and standard grouping strat in room 2. Obsulete is coming up the Firefly room. I don't expect we'll see him make any more or many more checks. But yeah, high jump boots never having shown up either. High jump boots, not a nice thing to be lacking when you already have speed and or space. If you only have space, as Phoenix does, then it's actually easier to move around mostly vertical, tight spaces, as Obsulete was just doing. Speed without height jump, in fact, stunts the height of your jump, unless you're able to run for a long, long time across a clear stretch, of course. I remember that, Burnin. There was an obscure sitcom in 1988 called Good Morning Miss Bliss, which blossomed into not blossom, but bloomed into a nice little 90s comedy smash hit that some of you might remember. It was called, oh, what was it again? Saved by the Bell. True story. So Phoenix, without a baby skip, naturally, goes and grabs him a refill. So Obsulete is back up through Norfair and needs no longer bother with that hellhole, that magma lava core of the planet. And there's the fifth and final, possibly game-crashing Ghidorah. As we have learned, we learn new things every day. It's one of the many awesome things about, yeah. Another fun fact, during some of the times Saved by the Bell was being endlessly rerun in the 90s, they showed the original Good Morning Miss Bliss episodes and put them under the same opening credits, used the same theme song, and it was too called Saved by the Bell. But anyway, Obsulete, with the luxury of Speed Booster, just pop right up Everest. Of course, that's why Phoenix chose to go to the top of Main Street first, and then not Screw, he doesn't have Screw. Does not have Screw Smoke. Then space jumped across the top of Everest. Also true, good catch, Burnin. There were so many inconsistencies across the course of that show. Let's not get into that. We'll be here forever. It's nice to learn things about ourselves as well as the game. One of the many cool things about the community, things we get to do. Phoenix into his last big boss. Last big boss of the game. Some more sweet girl-on-girl action. Samus versus Mother Brain. Okay, so taking a few catch-ups there, well, taking one catch-up, and without Plasma, making the fight last a little longer, a few more catch-ups. Should be reaching the, should be getting past the Heinz 57 phase now, and there we go, about to enter the Rainbow phase. Keeps both suits on, damage is down to 349. So, there will be no stand-up here. This is a no stand-up zone. Only kneeling and panting like a dog allowed. 1 minute ago, we have reached our 1 hour mark, so that's fun. Obsulete is now space jumping, taking his time, space jumping across the Colosseum. Has taken down the Snek. The Snek is dead. Dead Snek. In Lake Erie. And drops down Previous. Into Dr. Dre. Obsulete, on the other hand, has the grab beam, so let's see if it serves his purposes, or if he elects to go with the speed booster method. He has speed booster as well. You are free to believe and feel as you wish, Chad. Not chat, Chad. Just you. But, Obsulete seems to be going with just charged shots for the moment, and oh yes, he is going with the grapple kill. He is without the high jump boots, did not have the height to get up there and enough hang time in the air for Dragon to grab onto him and get the quick grapple shot in the turret. So he will have to wait it out. That's absolutely right, FB. The rest of you are not free to do a dang thing. Only Chad is. But Obsulete has taken down his fourth boss, fourth of the G4, and tickles her corpse a bit, just to rub it in, and add a little insult to injury. Remember, kids, remember, lads and lasses, a grapple a day keeps Dr. Dre away. Alright, Phoenix has brought Mother Brain to her bony knees and beyond. All that lies ahead of him is the escape. Sure, he is eagerly glancing back and forth between his screen and SRL, waiting to see that dot done just perhaps. But he is not gonna see it. He will have to take the long way around Escape Room 3 and the slope, the climb as well, never having found speed. Obsulete is... You know what? I'm not gonna try saying his name anymore. He's dropping back down the aqueduct. All that will be left ahead of him now is Torian as well, but little does he know. Phoenix is about to re-enter Criteria, an exploding Criteria, and make it his last stop. Shit. Hey. Likes to give hugs and spankings. That is a wonderful and accurate explanation. And Obsulete... Oh! Cruelty at its finest. Obsulete freezing the Skulltira and then power bombing it. Ouch. Oh. No soup for you. But Phoenix has rushed right back on through to the landing site and has finished in first place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 3 seconds. GJ and JG. So I will get mine in. Take just a second. Obsulete has made way back to the drawbridge, to the landing site. He's pausing. He's okay. He gets a short charge through the blocks. Miraculously, as always, that giant mass does not come crashing down on him as he destroys those blocks underneath it. He fells at the ship, and I have got what looks to be a Phoenix in my chat channel. Hey there, you? Congrats.
Thank you very much. Yeah, my heart's pounding right now. I thought ever since Croc was the wrong choice that I was gonna be behind.
Yeah, just as you stated in the SRL. Pounding heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, for once, Croc did not hold the goods, and, you might have, dearly paid the price for it had it not been for the fact that Obsulete also checked Croc and did much different routing. He checked everything in wrecked ship. And you went to early Norfair, you went to lower, and it paid off.
Interesting. I thought with Varia and Gravity early, then his routing would have been lower Norfair. Like, I honestly thought it was a race at that point, like, okay, the route's decided. But if I was thinking if he went somewhere and found speed, then I'm also behind. So, you know how it is. You always think about what you could have done better or what your opponent might be finding.
Yeah. Well, as a matter of fact, he did. He found speed at Wavegate. So he had that early on. So it looked like advantage Obsulete for a while. But then came that that wonky routing. And so, compared to a couple other steeds, saying that the suits came early in this one is putting it a bit lightly.
It's an understatement. Yeah, it was kind of shocking. It's not often that early gauntlet check without even knowing what the items are pays off like that, so that was nice.
Alright, so I expect you've already seen it float on by on your stream. We are seeing the item locations now, so I'd like to see where... Okay, Plasma was at Mama Turtle's missiles in the wall. And so let's see, we found all the utility... Well, Obsulete found all the utility items, and High Jump was at... was at the Aqueduct. Pink Meridia. So stupid. Anyway.
Oh man. So what did when did our routes diverge then?
Let's see. Well, it was pretty early on. You both went to the gauntlet. There were a couple of checks skipped by the both of you that well, not by the both of you, but that the other checked and you didn't. Yeah, it became a bit fluid. Actually, it was pretty early on. You went to Kraid first, and I guess Obsulete went up to Wreck Chip first. And you're walking away with a 40% collection. But let's see, if I remember correctly, for your information, in case you didn't see it, Spring Ball was at the ocean, the missiles buried under the water, and Screw it, Chad, where was Screw Attack? I'm not sure I remember. But, Obsolete has gotten through the baby as well. No high jump, and understandably, no baby skip for him either. So, any other feelings on this seed as a whole?
No, I think that it was fun. Realistically, after I got Ice Beam, I wasn't going to check anything that was going to take more than, a few seconds. I guess I did check Beach, which was probably the longest check, but it's been good items for me a lot in the past, so something told me to go look, and I think it was just missiles, so...
Yeah, of course, most of the checks are gonna be ammo, pretty much no matter what. And Dark and Burn filling me in here. Screw Attack was at Gravity. At the Gravity Suit location, so there you go. You wouldn't have checked any of that. You're doing the Azure method of things.
Yeah, it's not often that I get to do that. I'm usually a full clear wreck ship kind of person, so when I can save it to the end, and that's what getting both suits early, I guess, affords you with Space Jump. I've been working on the high jump, less lava dive, so I was prepared to do that if I had to, but with Space Jump, it just makes that whole part easier. I was really hoping going to Croc that I would get, Screw Attack or Speed. That's really what I was going for down there, and as you saw, it turned out to be a worthless check there.
Well, there was an E-Tank and 4 ammo packs, I believe, and earlier today, Croc had Ice and Speed. So there...
Yeah, that would have been perfect. Then I would have been in go mode after Croc, so that would have been nice.
Exactly. And,
well, I guess not, because Charge was at Ridley, but that's your next step. Typically, is Ridley after Croc, so.
Yeah. The one check that I felt really would have helped you and sped you along, even though it would have just taken a few moments to do it, was going to Mama Turtle, and you would have found Plasma, and you would have been able to microwave all 3 bosses. Or, 2 bosses and 1 mini-boss.
Yeah, in hindsight, that definitely would have saved time.
And cut down the Mother Brain fight as well, which Obsulete is doing right now.
Which I could have died at. Like, that was a rough Mother Brain. In fact, I don't think I've ever had a Mother Brain 3 fight go so bad where I lost so many health tanks, but like I said, I was playing nervous at that point because it was about the escape where he got done last time, and I ended up being less than a minute behind, so it was nerve-wracking.
There is a rare occurrence where Obsulete actually got rainbow beamed down by Mother Brain to over 100 damage, so he had to take an additional onion ring or 2 just to get him down. So yeah. Well, congratulations, definitely. You have managed to it's a game 3 from this. So,
All these game 3s making my life stressful.
well, making our lives as viewers hearty and fulfilling. And well, I know you must be happy about that. You're at least automatically not out of the tournament.
True. I get at least one more game before I'm out, so. Looks like, where's he at? We got the stream up here now.
The Metroid just descended on him. Filling him
So it
up.
shouldn't be too long now. So I'll just hang out until he's in here.
Alright.
If he plans on interviewing me, he doesn't.
Yeah, most of the time there are a few nice post-game words exchanged. There was, we're waiting for that. There was something else I was going to bring up, but, well, maybe it'll come to mind in a bit. Feel free to toss out any other thought. Okay, that was humorous. You have to watch this back to see that, but he went into the Mother Brain 3 phase, and I guess didn't realize he had grapple selected. He started tickling Mother Brain's face instead of shooting it. At the start of phase 3, Mother Brain started inching on him, but now he's just, he was tickling the dead Dragon too. Now he's just adding insult to injury on Mother Brain by giving her a monocle with the bombs.
He's got speed though, right? So his escape should be a little faster.
He does, yes. So that for annoying with the gates, and here we go. Now he'll be able to just spark right on out of here, out of Route 3, but he missed the charge actually. Oh, and that one was not far enough. And that one he missed the short charge again. Well, he will get it eventually, and still has over 2.5 minutes left, and he's out finally.
Yeah, I didn't check Wavegate. I'm still not 100% on that trick without high jump boots. And
Yeah,
I thought
same.
that with how stacked Brinstar already was, playing the odds, there wasn't going to be anything else great there. But in full rando, I guess you never know. You still have to check.
Yeah, that's a good slogan for it. And Obsulete not having turned Screw Attack back on. So that's a call the Smoke Mistress does not approve of. But what I did approve of course, was that you both Smokey validated your runs. Putting Wave in a nice, easy place. Obsulete just bonked, coming up the climb again. Kraid was holding on to Wave. It was a nice thing to see.
Yeah, that was an early find for me because I did Kraid.
Mm-hmm.
I knew at that point when I had both suits that I was going to make my way down, so I figured Kraid in case he's hiding something good, and we had space jump, so that was in logic. Also, then high jump boots, which turned out just to be an ammo farm, which was good still because I needed the supers for Ridley. So, in fact,
looks like
even the oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, it looks like Obsulete is taunting the animals. Going down Alcatraz and back up, and down and back up, and now he's through the mellow way, and just standing in front of the door there, arm pumping. Taunting the animals, and now he's leaving. Okay, so you were saying?
Oh, I think that the Crocomire check wasn't totally fruitless because I did still need more ammo for Ridley. So
Yeah,
I needed to get to that, 35-ish supers range. I don't remember what I was at when I got to Ridley, but
I think you had...
I on my way to wrecked ship, I used my last super to open the door and realized that I wasn't gonna have a super to get to Fantoon, so I had to go back to Moat to get the super pack that was sitting there.
Obsulete's still memeing it up. He's bomb jumping, IPJing above the ship right now. And Frivolous Bliss in chat saying, would love to see the animals bust out and wreck this ship. or steal it. Nice one. Yeah, so you did Kraid first, but otherwise RBO. So that was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, that's true.
And Obsulete has 10 seconds left, is still bomb jumping, and okay, there, he just called it quits, and he duns with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 2 seconds. Second place, nice meme finish.
Where was the grapple beam?
Oh, grapple, that's right, you didn't find that either. That was outside the wrecked ship, above the West Ocean, at the crater maze missiles. So the ones underneath the, underneath the sky missiles.
So Brinstar was stacked, and then everything else was kind of spread out pretty evenly.
Yeah, you might certainly say. So, let's see if.
Yeah, this is. I knew that I was gonna have to take some risks, just because I lose and I'm out. And that's where in Pink Brinstar I was like, I've never not checked Spore Spawn. I've never not checked Mission Impossible. Half the time I'll do Wave Gate. So I was like, nope, you just gotta go. You got both suits. Hopefully you'll find some stuff along the way. So that was really my mindset there.
Right, and we are joined as well by Obsulete. Welcome. Looks like he's getting the mic set up. Welcome, Obsulete.
So,
how do you do?
Doing all right.
Oh, great. So, how did that one feel to you over?
Oh, I didn't quite like having all the suits that quick and space jump at the same time. It opened up everything.
Yeah, I agree. It's almost easier when you don't have everything open, when the game's actually pushing you to a specific route. I agree.
Too many choices, not always healthy.
Yes.
Well, I do kind of like the part where both runners jump in, because that means that I get to sit back and listen for a bit, where you guys can have a little conversation, and I'm supposed to still be the interviewer, technically.
So I went straight from Brinstar down to Croc and then Lower Norfair with both suits and space jump. I felt like I had enough energy tanks that was the right play. I also skipped a bunch just because I knew that I had to win this one or I was out. So I was kind of skipping stuff that I almost always check. So.
Yep, some gambles going on there, and to be fair, sometimes you really do feel you have to take some gambles to get around these. Not that I've participated in these any percent ones. I would hate doing these, but as a bit of a discussion has started up around earlier in Discord, at least I noticed, should a Rando Hundo tournament arise one day, I'd jump in, no questions asked.
Same.
I'd give it a shot.
I feel like half the time I check all the items anyway, I just don't grab them.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Oh, and I totally forgot, you guys, forgive me, I totally forgot you guys Deer Forces. So, threw it in there twice. Phoenix Force, Obsulete Force, and Obsulete coming away with 37% to your 40, Phoenix. So, one win apiece.
Looks like he got even less ammo than I got. Well, then again, I was collecting ammo preparing for Ridley, so that makes sense.
Oh yeah, he also got more major items. He got 4 more major items: Spring Ball, Speed, Screw Attack, and Grapple.
So that means 7 less ammo packs, if I'm doing my math right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, all I could find was missiles. This was a really missile-heavy seed, at least to begin with.
Yeah, might be worth it for me to go back and watch the spoiler log again and just check on those ammo one more time. So, Obsulete, how did you feel about your routing?
Hashtag never wreck ship or something like that. I got to stop going there. It's never paid off.
Yeah, well, there are a number of you did have speed, to be fair, so we could understand the impulse. But yeah, there are a number of, I guess you could say, drawbacks to going there early. Don't have that many items or maybe that much ammo to fight Fantoon or energy.
Just one key item would have maybe changed it. Ice or something being up there.
Mm-hmm.
But screw attack isn't going to win the day.
That's true. If I had to go searching for ice, then my route would have been not ideal.
Yeah, it was a nice thing. You came. Of course, Ridley was hiding one of the biggest, most necessary prizes, but you guys got back out of there, and Phoenix first went to Wave, then jumped right over to the Norfair reverse area, skipped speed entirely, and there it was. So handy.
Yeah,
very
like
handy.
I said, I took some gambles, and it definitely was lucky. How about my Batoon fight? That was the worst Batoon fight that I think that I've ever had. It was about 3.5 minutes long. Just kidding, not that bad, but.
And so, Obsulete, like we saw and went over, I went over with Phoenix. Plasma was that Mama Turtle's wall missile item, so that would have been a good thing for both of you guys to have. And high jump was at the aqueduct missiles, I do believe. So you could have gotten that one. Phoenix could not, unless he knew how to yard clip.
I don't think it would have changed the outcome, though. I think just going up the wreck ship, that I knew as soon as all I got was screw attack. Unless he went up there too, I knew I wasn't going to win.
Yeah, by that point, you both saved Dragon for last, and by that point, high jump boots, while nice to have, wouldn't have swayed things. Funny story for you guys, just quick. I was doing a Hundo SMRAT seed this morning, and so when I got to the point where I got the aqueduct items, the first time I bonked. The second time, I sparked halfway up, and a yard stopped me. The snails. So I blew it up with a power bomb. And I went back down there again and tried a third time. Another yard stopped me.
They were conspiring against you.
They were. So at that point, I just stood still for a second and let it bounce off Samus's head, which I think it will forever if you just let it do that. And my reaction through the mic, you can hear it on the VOD, was something like, "That's fine. That's fine. You know what? That's fine." And I blew that one up too.
Yeah, I think you linked that in the Discord. I'll have to watch it. I saw it when I was at work, so couldn't watch it then.
All right. Yeah, well, congrats, guys, again. And there will be a Game 3. Hype.
Another Game 3 for me. It's like I can't handle this stress.
Oh, all in good fun.
Thanks, Smokey, for the commentary. And Dark, thanks for restream. And looks like Dark also was on tracking.
He was doing the other stuff. And
GG Obsulete. I'll message you and see when is going to be good for race number 3.
Yep. GG Phoenix. Thanks Smokey and everybody to help putting this on.
Of course, you guys as well. Thank you, chat, for giggling with me a little bit and also trolling me just a little bit here and there. It was in good fun. But there were a few cute, whimsical moments from me here, like the other commentaries. I paid plenty of attention to you guys. No worries about that.
Smoke, you gotta keep this streak going. I think you've commentated all of my matches so far.
How many? All How many have there been? 5 now, I
There's
guess.
been
If you
5.
if you've already had a game 3 and now these 2,
Mm-hmm.
well, I certainly will have to keep that going. Keep me posted.
All right. Anything
All
else, guys?
That was my question. Anything else, guys?
I stole it.
All right. Well, thanks everybody. Just one time. It of course was a pleasure echoing Frivolous Bliss's sentiment, and have a great night as well. So, this is your beloved mistress, Smoky Mistress, Sapphire Smoky, reminding you all that only you can prevent Crocomires. And sweet, sweet dreams. And we are rating Tracy.
Ooh,
Yay!
rating Tracy. I'll have to stay for a bit.
Right. All right, take it easy, guys. I am gonna sign off.
Me too. Bye-bye.
Bye.